has plenty of time. He'll dump it off to Jeff Mack. Mack's got a lot of space to work into. He'll get about a quarter to half of what's in zone by Kevon Samuels. Samuels looking for space. Carnes trying to get it on the tackle. Rollins in there as well. The kicker unafraid of contact. William Rollins bringing Kevon Samuels down to the turf. Decent return. And Salina will start about the same place Sioux City did. 1st and 10 from their own 50. Brought in and wrapped up Juan Moore and Justin Gilbert in there as well. And they push them up along the boards. Already a little extracurriculars after the play. These two teams do not like each other. That's Duke Williams on the catch. He's been a guy that O'Neill's wanted to run his offense for a while. He pitches out to Tracy Brooks. Nowhere to go. He's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Could have been a loss of a couple yards, but Brooks' fancy footwork gets him back to the line of scrimmage. No, it actually ends up being a loss of a yard, maybe half a yard. 3rd, 3 and out on the opening drive for the Bandits. Brooks off the left side, going nowhere. That's Dejon Emery. Juan Moore getting in there as well, but welcome back to Sioux City, Dejon Emery. It's his first game inside the Tyson Event Center, was unavailable for the preseason game for the Bandits. He's played in every regular season game so far and been quite a game record for Sioux City. 9 total tackles, 7 solo, 4 sacks, and 5 TFLs early on in the year. 2nd and goal now for the Liberty. Lewandowski in the shotgun, almost to the line to gain 9 yards on the opening play of the drive for Sioux City. We'll hear what head official Randy Hagedorn has to say. Brown to hold, Carnes to kick. Snap is good, hold is down, Carnes kick up, end over end, and it is good. Dead line, and it might go all the way. Dylan Carnes stands up Kevon Samuels, though, at the 22-yard line. That is the 2nd time today we've seen Dylan Carnes get involved on a tackle on a kick. A missed field goal earlier on returned by Kevon Samuels. Carnes with an assisted tackle. That one, all Dylan Carnes. Beats the blocker to the point of attack and drives Samuels to the turf. It's a down over the middle. It's Tracy Brooks wrapped up. A trio of Bandits. Dejon Emery trying to rip at that ball. Whistle blows as Brooks was stood up. His forward momentum was stopped. Gain of about 4 or 5 on the play for the Liberty running back. Brooks off the motion from the wide receiver spot. Juan Moore snuffs it out. Isaiah Blackman in there as well. Gang tackling from the Bandits. Gain of nothing for Brooks. Now 3rd down. Again, chest high snap. Lewandowski under some pressure. He's sacked. Dejon Emery brings him to the turf. His first sack of the day. Welcome back to the Tyson Event Center. There is a flag down. We'll see who it's on. And looks like Defense coordinator Marlon Loban is signaling to decline the penalty. We'll hear from Hagedorn.
Number 70, Salina. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
It is a holding penalty against the Salina Liberty. They're going to get Aleki Tapa out of Adams State University. Unfortunate situation. Sometimes the offensive linemen only get mentioned when they make a mistake. But it's 4th. He's trying to take off and fires downfield into the end zone. Intercepted by Marjon Cosby. And he is suplexed to the turf by Tracy Brooks. That's going to be another penalty. Marjon Cosby with a huge interception there. The former Wayne State Wildcat making a big play there. And the penalty flag is going to add more yards to the end of it. See if we hear from the head official here momentarily. Huge defensive play there for the Bandits. A turnover, just the 3rd interception of the season for Lewandowski against Dallas. Got a scoreboard update soon. Jet sweep, Fred Bruno off the left side. Down near the original line of scrimmage. They're going to give him a gain of about motion. His trip's right for the Bandits. He's looking towards that side, goes downfield. Brandon Shepard goes up and gets it. There are 4 white jerseys around him. Make it 5. It doesn't matter. Brandon Shepard holds on to that football. And Tony Kennedy, the offensive lineman, letting them know that's a Bandits 1st down. 1st and 10, Sioux City from the Salina 15-yard line. The Bandits did get into this situation on their last drive. Were forced to settle for a field goal. They'd love to take their first lead of the game. We'll see if they just hold off for the... Welcome back here on the NAL Network in Sioux City, Iowa. They were quick on the draw, getting back to the 2nd quarter. And Lorenzo Brown right away found Jaden Johnson over the middle into the end zone for 6. Sioux City's 9-7 year score. Jaden Johnson just found that seam and they're at their own 15. In the shotgun again. Belt high snap. Handoff. Samuels going nowhere. Blackman and Moore tying him up. That's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. Juan Moore got there first. Isaiah Blackman helped put it away. Great defense there for the Bandits. Lewandowski takes the snap. Faces a little bit of pressure from his left, rolls right, now fires across his body into the end zone, intercepted by Justin Gilbert. Gilbert goes up, brings it down, and he's not hurt. He's getting resuscitated by Carlton Watkins. He's back to his feet. Huge interception there for Agent Zero. The Bandits pick off Evan Lewandowski for the second time today, both times in the end zone. That's a tough throw to make for Lewandowski, trying to go across his body. Thought he had Devon Blair. It just finds Justin Gilbert. First and 10 for the Bandits. Media timeout as well. Sioux City with the ball, 9-7 your score. Bandits lead by 2 on the NAL network. It's a handoff. Side, right at the line to gain. He is upended and down for a first down for the Sioux City Bandits. Right. Belt high snap. Brown fires quickly. Raheem Harvey brings that one in. His first catch as a Bandit near the midfield stripe. Puts the shoulder down, spins off of a guy. Does get to midfield. So a gain of 5 on the first reception for Harvey as a Bandit. Third and short now for Sioux City. Would not be surprised if this is back-to-back runs. We miss him dearly. Brandon Shepard catches it near the 20-yard line into Salina territory, and he drags Brown down to the 16. He was wearing him like a waistcoat for 4 yards, and the Bandits moving the ball down the field here. They lead by 2. It's 9-7. Bruno goes in motion along with Harvey. It's a jet sweep. Bruno off the left side, inside the 15, knocking on the door of the red zone, up along the runner boards. I think they're going to say about the 11. 2 as the snap is taken. Play action. Looking downfield. At the line to gain is Jeff Mack, and a flag on the play as well. I think they're going to get Darren Hungerford for roughing the passer. We'll see from the head official, Randy Hagendorn.
Personal foul, rough the passer.
Harvey one-on-one top of your screen. It's going to be a jet sweep. Fred Bruno into the end zone. They give him the 6. The franchise with another touchdown puts the Bandits on top 15-7 pending the extra point. And welcome back Fred Bruno. He's missed a couple weeks. Has some time now under pressure. Fires it over the middle. Incomplete pass. That was Carlton Watkins who got in there to knock that ball away. Duke Williams, I thought he brought it in, but Watkins keeps it in motion. Has some time, now the pressure comes. Looking into the end zone, Ed Smith knocked away. Huge play there for Sioux City. It's Marjan Cosby again making a play in the end zone. Let him know he had the seatbelt on. Ed Smith is one of the best to do it in the indoor game at the wide receiver position. Santan from the Liberty 21. Handoff up the gut, Jeff Mack. Able to jump step his way inside the 20. Gain of about 4 on the play. From first and 10 to second and 6 for Jeff Mack up the middle. Brown takes the chest high snap. Under pressure immediately. Gets away from him. Has some time. Looks for Jaden Johnson in double coverage. Are you kidding me? Jaden Johnson, his second touchdown catch of the day. 6 more up for the Bandits. Make it 22-13. Lorenzo Brown had to put that into a pixel-sized window, and Johnson just able to go up and snag it. The Bandits lead 22-13 pending the extra point. Lorenzo Brown laughing with his offensive coordinator, Scott Jensen. Low snap near his shins. Able to get away from some pressure. Isaiah Blackman, though, whips him down. Another sack for the Sioux City Bandits. It's Isaiah Blackman this time. And I believe a timeout going to be taken here by Salina as they blow the whistle.
Salina.
Motion. Lewandowski takes the snap, looks into the end zone, in and out of the hands of Ed Smith. Incomplete pass that will stop the clock and bring up 3rd and goal. Lewandowski takes the snap, looks on the one-on-one ball to Marjan Cosby, and he knocks it away, incomplete. 4th and goal for the Liberty. Do they bring on Ferreira to make it 7? Do they go for it and potentially go into the half? It'll be a jet sweep to Fred Bruno off the right side, trying to find some space for the franchise. He's brought down at the 25-yard line. A big gain there for Sioux City. but it doesn't change the scoreboard as we head into the halftime break. 23-16 your score. The Bandits lead the Liberty here on the NAL Network. Samuels down the near sideline. He is brought down. Lorenzo Brown and Brandon Shepard in there on the handoff to Brooks on the jet sweep. Dejon Emery brings him down. Went down kind of awkwardly on the tackle, and Dejon Emery in some pain. Also a man down for the Salina Liberty. That is Aleki Tapa, but he's back to his feet. He'll take off himself, put the shoulder down. He is popped by Jatavius Stewart. Down to about the 2-yard. Give him 6 on the play to make it second. 24-23. Here's Brown over the middle. Finds Fred Bruno. First down and a little bit more. Now past the 20-yard line, down to about the 21 for the franchise. Over the middle on the pitch and catch from Lorenzo Brown. To be 1st and 10. Motion. 3rd and goal. Brown takes the snap. Has some time. Looking for Brandon Shepard. High points the ball. Was almost deposited into the lap of some fans. But it's a touchdown for Brandon Shepard from Lorenzo Brown. Make it 29-24. Sioux City retakes the lead to end the 3rd quarter pending the extra point. Sioux City is going for 2 here to make it a 7-point game. That's how a deuce can change the mindset. Play action. Lewandowski over the middle, in and out of the hands of Jatavius Stewart. Great defense, though, for Stewart, locking up Ed Smith. Mentioned it earlier on, Justin, most likely done. Lewandowski, belt high pass. There's the interception for Jatavius Stewart. Didn't get him the first time, he'll get it the second time. And Stewart is wrapped up by Devin Groenhagen. I don't know if Groenhagen knew the play hadn't stopped yet. Was trying to celebrate with him, but a huge interception. Jatavius Stewart turning the tide. The 3rd time today, Evan Lewandowski's been picked off by this pesky Bandits defense. Coming into today's game, Lewandowski had a 9-2 beatkeeper for Lorenzo Brown. Saw that space in the middle of the field, had nobody open, decides to take it himself. Lorenzo Brown under center, handoff. Jeff Mack up the gut, finds a crease down to the 12, or I'm gonna say the 13-yard line. Move the chains though, gain of about 6 yards on that run. Gets away from the first tackler. Now he's gonna take off himself. Past the original line to gain, dives into the red zone. Drop back, almost lost his footing, finds Jeff Mack out of the backfield, down the left sideline into Salina territory, near the line to gain. They're gonna give him 9 on the play to bring up 2nd and 1. It's Jeff Mack on the swing route out of the backfield. And Johnson in motion, bootleg. Brown has space, goes airborne. He is upended and knocked up along the boards. The ball came out, Salina has it. What a superhero effort from Lorenzo Brown.
Hit the wall, then came loose. It'll be 2nd down.
They're around the right side. It's a pitch out. Fred Bruno puts a foot in the ground, gets into the end zone. The franchise in for 6. We're all tied up at 38. 3.5 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. Lorenzo Brown to Fred Bruno on the pitch play. He's in. Salina trying to change that. Here's Tracy Brooks off the left side, spinning down. Ball came loose. Low snap, but Brown able to get it himself. He's got to take off on the quarterback run, trying to find a blocker down to the 19-yard line. Move the chains. That stops the clock while the chains move for Sioux City. Brown has time over the middle. Fred Bruno into Salina territory. He's brought down for a 1st down as well. And a timeout taken by Sioux City with 24 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. The Bandits 19 yards away. Clean pocket over the middle. Has Jaden Johnson. Puts a stiff arm into him. Brought down at about the 12-yard line. Sioux City's going to need to use another timeout with 17 seconds remaining. Lorenzo Brown sends him. Brown takes the snap. Looking. At a moment, now Brown takes off. He's going to the corner of the end zone. He's in with 2 seconds remaining. Lorenzo Brown Jr. Lorenzo Brown with the scramble of the night into the end zone for 6. And now Sioux City has the decision to make. Do they go for the tie? Do they force an extra period? Do they go for the win? No signal to Dylan Carnes. The Bandits going for the win. In the final year of the CIF, it was a goal line stand in a similar situation that won the Bandits the game. Can the Liberty flip the script, or can the Bandits take the lead? Lorenzo Brown takes the snap, under pressure, finds Fred Bruno! 2-point conversion is good! The franchise puts them up 47-46. A flag after the play. They're gonna get unsportsmanlike conduct against Sioux City. I don't think the Bandits care right now. Bruno. Who else? Looks like an arrow route for Fred Bruno. Pulled a dipsy-do in the end zone and got away for the 2-point conversion. This game is not over. Kayvon Samuels has been a return nightmare tonight for the Salina Liberty. Does he have one more in him? If Carnes goes for a deuce and gets it, and puts Salina at their own 5-yard line and gives Sioux City a 3-point lead. Carnes gonna keep this one on the ground though. It's touched by Tracy Brooks. Clock starts running. Clock has expired. Brooks is brought down at the 19-yard line, but that penalty is still banked. Comes down to one kick of the boot. Luis Ferrer. The snap is good. The hold is down. The kick is up. And it is no good. Sioux City knocks off the Salina Liberty. For the first time this season, the Liberty have far in the National Arena League. What a last-minute drive by the Sioux City Bandits. Lorenzo Brown leads them down the field and punches the ticket. The Bandits 3-2 on the year now, 500. The Liberty fall for the first time in 2026. They're now 3-1. What a game tonight inside the Tyson Event Center. It was Winnebago Community Night here inside the Tyson. A heavy crowd on hand. That's why we play football here in the National Arena League.